All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live after 5 a.m. because it is way too early in the morning. It is 7:22. And I don't need them both off. It's not like a disco in here. We just need one off. How about the other one? Can you turn the other one off? Switch them. Perfect. You guys can see the board. Okay, so what we're trying to build here is our TribeTix app. So inside of here, does everybody see how I have a horizontal arrangement in here? Inside the horizontal arrangement, I have a text box where you could type in the student ID, or what's the other thing we could do? We could scan it in, hit the barcode, and scan it in. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. Let's go get a horizontal arrangement. Let's go get another one. And this horizontal arrangement is going to be called what? I'm going to call it HA teacher with fill parent. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to user interface. And I'm going to put in a text box for my student or my teacher code. And I'm going to put in a button for my barcode so that you can barcode in the teacher ID. Remember we said that the barcode should be on the back of your ID, right? You guys with me on this? So if this was a perfect world, you go get your picture taken, they give you your ID. On your ID is a barcode with your student lunch number. The problem is the photo company probably won't take the time to figure out your student ID numbers. Are you with me on that? Okay, that's probably where the hang up is. But why get IDs if these IDs don't have your student ID number on them? Are you with me? So they should. So rename this. This is going to be TXB teacher. Okay, and inside of here, the hint is going to be teacher ID. And then the text in there can be teacher ID. Now, if you guys don't want this teacher ID in here, we could just put the hint in. And the hint is if you hover over the box, it gives you the hint. It'll come and just show up. Are you with me on that? So that's the cool thing about a hint. If you put your mouse over top of the box, see how the hint comes up? See how there's no hint there? So let's go to this one right here. Let's go to student ID and we'll go ahead and set the hint. Okay, so this is student ID. So does everybody know what a hint is? What's a hint? Let me go over it one more time. Do you guys not see it? The hint is if I drag my mouse over top of it and I leave my mouse hovered over top of the text box, then the hint comes up and says, hey, you need to enter the student ID. Okay, and we can go down and even say that. Okay, you can go to hint and you can say enter student ID. There you go. So that's the hint. You want to be very clear with these. So let's go ahead and set the width to be fill parent. Push that box over. Let's go work on the button, get it to work like the barcode button. So this is going to be Vtn teacher code. Hit OK. I don't want any text on it because I'm going to put an image on it. The image, I'm going to go ahead and I don't need to upload a file. It's already there. I'm going to use the exact same image. Whoa, little big. So that's a big image. So let's go find out. I did 30 by 40, and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep it congruent. I'm going to go down to my barcode teacher, and I'm going to make its width 30 by 40. And how does that look? That looks pretty good. Okay, I like it. Next, what's next? We have the HA team. Okay, so We're going to go ahead and put in, what are we going to put in next? What else? What do I have to put in first before I start putting in the components? What do you always set things in? A what? Yeah, not a canvas. I should be setting things on what right now? Yeah, horizontal arrangement. Everything goes into a horizontal arrangement. Okay, so you put that horizontal arrangement in there and you go with fill parent. And now let's go ahead and give this a simple name so we know what box we're talking about. This is going to be my HA team. So this is where my team box go. Okay, who's with me on this? Thumbs up if you're good. You understand what we're doing here. You've already done this yesterday, right? Okay. All right, so what goes in this box? The orange spinners, right? We need team name, number of tickets, and the password code. So here we go. So let's go find a spinner. Where's the spinner at? There it is. There is a spinner. Let's get another spinner. I missed. There we go. I made it that time. And let's get a password box. Okay. All right, so let's rename the first one SPN team. That's what team you're on. The next one is SPN num tickets, num ticks. How many numbers of tickets are you getting? The next one is, this is a PSW authentication code, auth code, authentication code. All right, so we got to go back to this spin team name, okay, and we have to put in the elements of the team names, okay. I used to have this printed out last year. Does anyone have a planner? Okay, inside of the planner, is there a list? Can someone do just a little bit of research for me? Is there a list of all the team names? Is there? No? So we need a list. Someone's got to go do the legwork here. Where can we get a list of all the team names? Can we? Okay, can you run to the office and get a list of all the team names for me? We can go alphabetical order and try to get them all in, okay? Or we could cheat. You can have a seat. We can probably cheat here, okay? And what's that? No, I think I can get it from last year's app. You guys want me to do that? Okay. We need a list of all the team names so we can put in all the team names in here, okay? I wish I had that on me, but we don't. They have. Okay, so if the teams have changed from last year, then I need a list of all the team names, okay? So can you run to the office and get us a list, comprehensive list of all the team names? You get a piece of candy for doing that. I appreciate that. In the meantime, let's try to guess them through and try to go in alphabetical order. Who can come up to who can write for me on my whiteboard? Chandler? Okay, come on up, bud. You can write on this one here. Let's erase this, and I'm going to start putting in team names. Can you grab an eraser over there? Let's erase this. I already got them passwords. Erase everything except Team Mario. Thank you, sir. So let's start with the capital. Let's go alphabetical order, right? Does anybody know team name with an A? Yeah. Andromeda. Okay, so you go to the elements from string here. You guys see this box right here? Okay. And we're going to put in Andromeda. And does anyone know how to spell that? Andromeda. Andromeda. Okay. You know what we could do? We could also Google, right? Um, what are these called? Galaxies? What's constellations? Thank you. Constellations. Constellation names list. Okay. There it is. So we want this list. All right. We want to print this off. See how we're using Google to like help us, you know what I mean? Solve this problem. Okay. We're going to print this off. Matter of fact, you don't have to do this now. We'll just take this and pin it up there to the board. How about that? That's cool. What am I on now? Is this a game? You did? How'd I get to there? How did I get to that game? How did I get to that game? Did I? Did you guys see the game with the shoes falling down? Man, that was cool. We could build an app like that. Okay, so is Andromeda one of our list names? Is Andromeda one? Yeah. So what's the next one? Do we have Antlia? No. What about Apis? Do we have Aquarius? I thought we do, right? Okay. So we have Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. So now you just put a comma in between these. Do you see what I'm doing here? Andromeda, comma, Aquarius, comma. You guys see what I'm doing here? I know it's hard to see. Let me blow this up so you can see it. Okay. But in the elements of the string, you just go out and type out the name. Okay? And you just put a comma in between it. And when you put a comma in between this, it'll automatically load up your spinner with these team names in there. Thumbs up, you understand what I just did? Okay? That's how you load it up. So what's the next one? Let's go through this list. Aquila. Is Aquila on a team name? Okay. Era. Aries. I thought there was an Aries team. Yeah, we got to do 7th and 8th grade here, folks, so we got to get both of them. Yes, Chandler. Okay. Here they are. Okay, so here we go. Thank you. Perfect. Now we don't have to work so hard. Are you guys with me on this? Very good. Did you get yourself a piece of candy? Are you awake? Okay, you need to wake up a little. Grab a piece of candy. So, we do not have Aquarius. Who said we didn't have Aquarius? You were right. We have Aquila, Aquila, and I'm just going to go in the order they're in. We have Andromeda. We have Aries. We have Chameleon. No, I can't slow down a bit. That's why I have videos. Columba. Just all you have to do is see what I'm doing. Does everybody understand what I'm doing? You don't have to follow me letter for letter, right? Does everybody understand how to type this in and hit a comma? You don't know how to spell it, okay? Who wants to write these out really big here on the board? Chandler, come on back, buddy. Chandler will write these really big for you. So we have Columba. We have Draco. Team Draco. What team do I have in here, by the way? Libra, okay. Next we have Gemini. Next we have Hercules. That's a strong team. Pardon the pun. We have Hydra. We have Leo. It's my dad's middle name. Thomas Lee. We have a Libra. We have an Orion. Kind of like an Oreo, but it's an Orion. Perseus and Phoenix. Enter, okay? So that just loaded all of the items onto this spinner. So when you click on this spinner, when you run the app, all those team names will be in the list. Does everybody understand how I did that? Okay, let's go to the next one. What are we going to do for the elements of the string for the number of tickets? Yeah. So what are the number denominations we want to put in here? How many tickets should you be able to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about 11? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How high should we go to? 100? Who gives out 100 tickets? Max is what? 50? The max is 50. So I'm not going to do all these 50s out. Why don't we start going 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You with me on that? So those are my denominations that I'm going to give them. Okay? Who knows how to load up a spinner? Now, is that hard to do? No, it's pretty easy. You get the team names, you put commas in between them, boom, you're done. It loads them up. Okay? In Java, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to have parentheses, and then inside the parentheses, you're going to have like quotes. If it's a string name, you're going to have quotes, Aquila, quote, comma, quote, Andromeda, quote, comma. You with me? So you'll do something similar in Java. All right, password box. What can we do here? We don't need a text. Okay, I think we're good there. So there's not really here a whole lot I want to do. So I think we're good with the password box. What's next? Let's go down to the next line, and we have a checkbox. Okay, so I'm going to go grab another horizontal arrangement. Grab it. Okay. This horizontal arrangement is named, I can't see over there. Can someone, Thomas, can you tell me what that last horizontal arrangement is? HA count. Okay, so we're going to call this HA count. That's right, this is a counting button. Okay, HA count. Width is going to be what? Everybody should be good at that by now. It's kind of repetitive. Fill parent. We're going to go find a checkbox. There it is, right there. Boom, checkbox. And next to the checkbox, we're going to have a button, right? And we're going to, if they want, they can go ahead and give them a button here. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay. So, let's call this checkbox CHB. What's CHB stand for? Checkbox. You guys are brilliant. Checkbox enabled. Does anyone remember what this checkbox is for? This is the safety to our app. If it's checked, then we can have things appear and disappear. So if it's not checked, things can disappear. You can't count. You can't give tickets. Okay. Um, if it is checked, then we'll allow them to count and give tickets. Okay, so it's like the safety to, if you ever shot a BB gun before, BB guns have safeties on them. Okay, so if the safety's on, you can't shoot. If the safety's off, you can shoot. So that's the same. That's kind of the idea here. It's a true or false statement. Um, and here we can just type out enabled, I guess, ED. And that's pretty good. And then here, this is the count button. So we're going to say this is Vtn count. And the text can be I probably won't do text. Don't we want to do a nice image here? Nice image. Okay. So I'm just going to probably do an image here. So no text. With, I'll let it be fill parent. Let it fill in there. So now let's go out and let's get a nice Fairfield high school logo. And if you just put in logo, you'll usually get it. There it is. Okay. I like this one a lot. View image. This is a really nice image. Did everyone create a folder? So let's go. You didn't show up. Okay. So here's TribeTix. And this is my FHS logo. Okay. And I thought there was another one out here I liked. How about the F? Who likes the F in here? Okay, so we can go to view image on the F, right click, save image as logo HF Fairfield. I'll do -F. Okay. And then let's go back here. I like the Indian. Right click, save the image of the Indian head. Boom, done. Any other ones out there? Red F, I have that one. Let's see if there's anything in black. That's kind of cool. But we don't want Fairfield High School because I want Fairfield District. Are you with me on that? We're not building the high school app. We're building a district app. Okay, so be careful about getting it too specific. So I like this one a lot. Okay, so now I can go back to my MIT and I go to the image on my app and I can just put in Fairfield Indians. See what happens. It's huge. So now what do we have to do? We have to give it some widths and heights so it's not so big. Let's see. These buttons up here were 30 by 40, right? So let's just govern their height to be 30, and I think it should work. Perfect. Okay. A little small. A little small. Do you agree with me? So maybe take it up to 40. A little bit better. Okay. Now here's something cool we can do. Do you guys see how this checkbox kind of like just sitting up here, all kind of goofy? What we can do is with the horizontal arrangement, let's go back to this horizontal arrangement, the HA count that we're sitting in. Do you guys see where you can align it vertically? You guys see that? So why don't we align this vertically, and now it'll center this, which it centered the button, but the button was kind of already centered because it's taken up the whole space. But then it also aligns this vertically also. So maybe we want a little bit bigger font here on this. So maybe we ought to raise this to 24. And now you can enable it there. That looks pretty good. Okay. How are we looking? Pretty good so far? One thing in here I don't like is I don't like having background colors. So I'm going to go none. See how these are like the little gray in here? See the little gray backgrounds? Don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to go to none. And right here, HA teacher, I'm going to go to none. This one right here, background, I'm going to go none. And like, I'm going to show you in GIMP how to make some really, really cool personalized backgrounds. Okay, so I go here, background is none. All right, which box is next? Now I have a button. Oh, we need the 4 buttons across the bottom, don't we? What's that? You know what I'm thinking here? Now that we have more room than I thought we would have, did I miss something? Student ID, student teacher, number of tickets, enabled or disabled. You have the button here you can just press to give tickets. And then, you know what I'm thinking is maybe having a big, huge submit button down here at the bottom. So the last thing you do is submit. You with me? Instead of having submit in kind of woven throughout these, you with me? What do you guys think on that? Should we put the submit button inside the 4, or do you want a big submit button at the bottom by itself? What do you guys want? Okay, so not a whole lot of response today. Are you guys awake? Are you awake? Who's awake in here? You are? If you're awake, you can get a piece of candy. Only he's awake. He was the only one who said he was awake. No, you guys aren't awake. You guys, oh, you said you were. You just said you didn't want to be. HA buttons. So how many buttons we're gonna? I guess we're gonna start out with 4 buttons in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're gonna go set these buttons. Button number 1, Vtn reset. Okay. Did we decide on sizes? I guess I'm going to go 40 by 40. And the shape's going to be oval. And text is going to be none. And over here, I'm going to do the same thing. This is going to be Vtn submit. I'm going to have my submit button stand out. So I think I might have my submit button stay rectangular. Are you guys with me on that? Okay, great idea. Great minds think alike. Get yourself a piece of candy. All right. Man, he's on fire today. I'm glad he's awake. Livia, you need to wake up. Come on. He's on fire today. Okay, so I'm going to go like 40 pixels by maybe, I don't know, 40 by, I'm going to try 80 here. Okay, so that's going to be my little submit button. Okay, and I might just put submit on here just temporarily, and then when I get the picture on there, I can erase that. So now the next button is called Vtn Voice. We've already done this. Height and width going 40 by 40 to stay congruent with the first one. Okay. Shape's going to be an oval, and text is going to be none. We're going to go out and get some cool pictures. Why? Because we're cool. At least I'm cool anyway. I shouldn't speak for all of you guys. I know I'm cool. Darlene, are you cool? Okay, so Darlene's cool. At least we got 2 cool people in here. I know I'm cool. And then this is the buy button, Vtn buy. This is 40 pixels. I didn't get a lot of argument when I only said there's 2 people in the room that are cool. So I guess there is only 2 people in the room that are cool. Um, you was cool. You're not now, but you were. You were at some point in time. See? They don't even know when they're cool. Okay, these buttons look goofy because they're not centered. Okay, so you want to go ahead and align, center this. And then the background color is going to be none. So what's my HA buttons? Background color, default, none. Okay. All right, so let's go out and get some, we need some round buttons, right? So let's go here and let's go back. Let's go to logos. We've already been there. We've already been there. Let's go here. Here's our Google search. And I want a reset icon, right? Reset icon. Very good. Very good. There it is. There it is. All right, so this one's kind of cool because it is red and black. Okay. Do you guys like this reset one right here? It's red and black, kind of matches our theme. Let's see if there's a lot of words on it. Okay, so I'm going to go to, ooh, look at these. That's cool. That's a nice one. Oh, that one's perfect. It's already round for us. So you guys see how you have the checkerboard here? You want to try to select these checkerboards. Then you don't have to do so much work in GIMP. Okay, so I'm going to go to View Image, right-click, Save Image As, put it in my folder. That's my reset button. Go to MIT, click on the button, yada, yada, yada. Image, upload, choose a file, reset button, hit OK. And there it is. A little small. A little small there. So what I would probably have to do is do some work in GIMP. And I can show you how to do that. We got a few minutes. I can show you how to do that. You know, might as well not put off GIMP anymore. Okay, so you go to your reset button, you right click, you go edit with GIMP. You guys can watch this video if you miss any part of this. Okay, here's my toolbox. And for a lot of you, if you don't have a toolbox up, I like to go to Windows. I go to Windows, New Toolbox. And I go to Windows, Dockable Dialogues, and Layers. You always want your layers and your toolbox up. Okay, layers. And if you miss that, I'll do it again. Windows, New Toolbox. You always want a toolbox up. And you go to Windows, Dockable Dialogues, Layers. Okay, you always want this little layers up. So what I'm going to do now is go get my, I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to hit Control and scroll in and scroll out. See how I change the size of it? Then I'm going to go to my toolbox and get this little knife, the little scalpel. Okay, and what you do here is you try to drag a rectangle that goes exactly around the box. Okay, so what that'll do is that'll eliminate, and I can take this and drag it over. Okay, you guys see how I'm eliminating now all that kind of the waste around the outside? And now I double click, and now it's reduced. I cut out that kind of fluff around the edges. So now I just go File, Export As, and if you want, you could just export it over top the reset button, or I could just say, okay, this is reset button 2. I export it, click Export again. Make sure this Save Color Values for Transparencies is off. Off. Everybody say off. Yeah, it's got to be off. So then you hit Export. And now I can go back to MIT, and I should have a better looking button. Okay, let's go look at it. So I'm going to get rid of this button. By the way, this is how you delete it. You just click on it over here in Media. You hit Delete. Okay. And then over here you go to Images, Upload, choose a file. There's, see how this one's bigger and that one's smaller? It's bigger because now it's filling up that space. Okay. So I want this one here. I hit Open. 10 minutes left. Okay, we're doing pretty good. There's my reset button. Okay. Do you think 40 by 40 is too small? 70 by 70? That's pretty big. Let's try 60 by 60 like we did last week. Okay, not bad. Okay, and then that means this button here is going to have to be 60 by 80. Okay, there's your submit button. We actually do like 60 by 120. Let's try 120. Okay, yeah, that's a nice big submit button. Okay, do we want to go look for a submit button? Should we look for a submit icon? Okay, let's go ahead and just see what's out there. Okay, so we're going to go to submit icon. Oh, look at that. It's a red one. That's a gray one. That's nice. Gray would match our colors. Here's a nice red one, but it's got a word on it. That's a nice cool one right there. Do you guys see the gray one there? Oh, there's a nice red one. Wow, sorry, there's a girl right there. Okay. Let's see if we can view the image. Okay, right click. Save image as. Okay, let's see what this looks like when I load it up. Okay, now I don't want my text on here, so before I load it, I'm going to get rid of my text. Enter. And I'm going to upload my image, choose a file, submit, open, boom. Let's see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. What do you think? Looks pretty good. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Okay, I'm okay with that. I like that. So Vtn Voice. I think we are now. We have to make these. What do we say? 60 by 60. Okay, these got to change here. So once again, you know, let's talk about this. Is when you do a engineering design paper, is it etched in stone, or can it be changed? Can be changed. Remember, it's a guide. It's a guide. So if when you get into this, that guide is not right, hey, let's make some changes and let's get it right. Okay. Okay. So this is my voice. So we want a voice icon. I'm going to try to keep it red. Voice icon. Let's try to keep it red and round. Anybody see one they like? Red and round. This one's pretty clear here. Does everybody see that one? I kind of like that one. Or do you like this one? This one? Alana likes this one. Or any of these. That's kind of cool. But this one already has the PNG in it, so I'm going to right click. Save image as. Does everybody see why I make a folder now? I'm throwing stuff into that folder, right? I'm loading that folder up. And now I don't have to search all over the place. I'm working smarter, not harder, right? I took 20 seconds out of my day. My God, if you don't have 20 seconds in your day, you're booking yourself too tight. Are you with me on that? You need to loosen up your schedule a little bit. Take 20 seconds out of your day, create a folder, name it. What did I name it? TribeTix app 1.1.3, right? Save it in there and put it in there, okay? Now I've got everything in one place. My stuff's organized. I'm organized. I know what I'm doing. Now I can work more efficiently when I'm building the app, okay? It's like having a backpack, right? It reminds me, Dustin, go ahead and talk to people about the backpack. Can you explain to them what you did on the backpack? I'm not on video. Okay, so let's talk about what Dustin did real quick. Dustin went back to Digital Doodle. He said, hey, in his brain, he said, hey, in Digital Doodle, I had all the code for my voice command, right? In this app, I'm going to have a voice command again. So he went back to Digital Doodle, went into the code window, and anything he wanted to use in this app, he went and he right-clicked on it, or he dragged it into the backpack. And Dustin, what does that do? Now in this app, he doesn't have to work so hard. He already has that code written. He does not have to rewrite it. Okay? It's like copying and pasting in Microsoft Word. You guys understand that? How to do that? So the backpack is you can put things in your backpack, and I can actually create a video and show you how to do that. But that's a great thing to do. You guys can go back to Digital Doodle right now, throw that stuff in your backpack, open up your code window that we're going to do tomorrow, and you can start taking stuff out of your backpack. Now, was there a lot of changing you had to do to it? Did it automatically change the name? The button name? I'll be interested to see. I haven't used it very much, so let's see what'll happen here. All right, so back to building my GUI. Image, upload, choose a file. There's my voice. Open, hit OK. There it is. Very nice. Nicely done. Okay, what's the next one? Vtn buy. Okay, so here I want to change. This is my shopping cart. I thought this was a brilliant idea, by the way. And there's my shopping cart. And there's my button. And looks like my buttons are not fitting. So I might want to calm this one down a little bit. 100. And there you go. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, so let's go get a shopping cart. Let's go get a shopping cart. I want to go shopping for a shopping cart. Pardon the pun. Shopping cart icon. Red. Boom. There it is. Which one do you like? Which one? These are all pretty good. This is a pretty popular icon. Are you with me on that? There is a lot of shopping carts in red out there. Which one do you like? Well, we want round, right? We want round and red. Ooh, that's cool. I kind of like this one right here. It's kind of simple and cool. You guys like this one? Alyssa, you like that one? That's pretty cool. Oh, and it has the JPEG in it. That's cool. Okay, view image. Right click, save image as, throw it in your folder. You guys are lucky because MIT allows better names than Java. Java, if there's any, are you ready for this? Java, if there's any capital letter in your image, it will not work. Okay, let me throw this in here. We've got one more minute and then we're out the door with more. Image, upload, choose a file. Shopping cart, open, done. Okay, tomorrow I'll show you how to do the code. You're out the door with more. We'll see you. Have a great day. How did we do today? Who did okay? Who understands what they're doing? Who does not? Who's thumbs down? I'm totally confused. Good. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.